Welcome to our channel. Please like and subscribe. 10 subtle signs someone is studying you, not just listening. Have you ever been in a conversation where something felt slightly off? They were listening, but not just listening, watching, measuring, noticing things you didn't even realize you were revealing, not in an obvious way, not intense, not uncomfortable, just subtle, precise, almost like they were collecting information, piece by piece. Today you're going to learn 10 subtle signs that someone isn't just hearing your words, they're studying you. So slow down. Pay attention. Because once you see these, you won't miss them again. Let's begin. Sign 1. They watch your reactions more than your words. When you speak, most people focus on what you say, but someone studying you focuses on how you react, your pauses, your tone shifts, your hesitation. They're not just listening, they're observing patterns. Sign 2. They ask strategic questions. Their questions feel simple, but they're not random. They're designed to reveal something deeper about your habits, your values, your thinking, and they rarely ask everything at once. They space it out. Sign 3. They remember small details, things you barely remember saying. They recall exactly a preference, a story, a tiny comment. Because they're not just hearing, they're storing. Sign 4. They adjust their behavior around you. You may notice they subtly change tone, energy, or attitude, depending on how you respond. Not fake, just adaptive, like they're testing what works. Sign 5. They pause before responding. Instead of reacting instantly, they take a moment, processing, analyzing, choosing their response carefully, because they're not just participating, they're evaluating. Sign 6. They mirror you, but slightly delayed. They might copy your posture, your phrasing, your pace. But not immediately. There's a delay. Subtle, controlled, almost intentional. Sign 7. They notice inconsistencies. If your words and your behavior don't fully match, they notice even if they don't say anything. They register it quietly. Sign 8. They keep eye contact, but not constantly. Their eye contact feels intentional, not overwhelming, not random, but enough to observe without drawing attention. 9. They guide the conversation. You think you're leading, but slowly, the conversation shifts into areas that reveal more about you than you expected. Sign 10. They reveal very little about themselves while learning about you. They share just enough to keep things balanced, but never too much. Their focus stays on you. Now pause. Think about your recent conversations. Was there someone who seemed unusually aware, not intrusive, not obvious, just observant? Because people who study others don't announce it. They blend in, they listen, they watch, and they learn. This isn't necessarily negative. In fact, some of the most emotionally intelligent people do this naturally. They read, They understand, they adapt, but awareness changes everything. Because once you notice, you gain control. So the next time you're in a conversation and something feels slightly different, slightly more focused, slightly more precise, ask yourself, are they just listening or are they studying? And as that question lingers, as your awareness sharpens, as your perception deepens, return to the beginning, to that first subtle feeling, and ask again, what are they really noticing? That was excellent. Please like and subscribe for daily lessons. See you next time.